welcome to video 2. If you're watching this one, this is really awesome because it means I haven't put you off. This is a great big meaty video. I'm going to be teaching you 3 different stitches. I'm going to be teaching you a single crochet, a double crochet and a treble crochet, and we're going to be working those into the chain that you made in video 1. You will need 2 of these stitches to make a heart, but these 3 stitches are the most common stitches that you will use in crochet generally. So if you want to try any other projects, you will definitely need these stitches. Good luck and let me know how you get on. Okay, this is for left-handed crocheters. I'm going to be teaching you some different stitches in this video. I'm going to teach you single crochet, double crochet and treble crochet. These are US terms. They're different to UK terms, but I personally prefer the US terms. I'm going to explain why as we go, but it's worth knowing that there is a difference, so that if you find a pattern that you want to follow on Pinterest, you might want to just check whether it's UK or US terms. Okay, so let me show you what we're going to be making. This is, using my chunky wool, I can show you a single crochet. So this was the chain that we made originally, and then I've gone back along this way with single crochet, and you can see I've got those nice V's across the top. So that's single crochet, and then I have some double crochet. That was our chain across the bottom, and then you can see the double crochet stitches are getting a little bit taller. And then last of all, look at this big chunky boy. Move that one. So that was our chain across the bottom, and then these big tall stitches are our trebles. Right, let's get going. So we are going to start by doing a slip stitch and then chaining 10. If you need to, don't forget you can go back to video 1 to have a more detailed explanation of these. Okay, let's chain 10. Can you keep these nice and loose because we want to work our stitches back into this chain. You can see I am a little bit more clunky with my left hand. Sorry about that. How am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. 10. Okay, so we are going to work from left to right, and if you see on the top here, we're going to work into these stitches here. This first one is a single crochet, so we're not going to go into that first one, we're going to go into the second one. So I'm going to put my hook into the stitch, and then I'm going to wrap the wool over and bring it back through that stitch. So now I have 2 stitches on my hook. I'm going to wrap the yarn around and I'm going to bring it back through both stitches. So 1 stitch through 2. That is our single crochet. That's it. Let me show you again. So we go into this stitch, grab the wool and bring it out again. There are 2 stitches on my hook, so I'm going to do yarn over and pull through 2 stitches, single crochet. Oops, to the side there like that. Can you see those nice V's forming at the top there? I'm going to do it one more time. So hook in, yarn over, grab that yarn and bring it back out again. Can you see as well how I'm holding on to my work so it doesn't spin around my hook? And I've got 2 stitches on my hook, so I'm going to do yarn over and back through 2. There we have it. Single crochet, so you can go all the way to the end there, and then we can cut off and we'll have a nice little row of single crochets. So to finish off here, I'm just going to cut my wool, wrap it over one more time, pull it all the way through, and if you pull there, it will tighten the knot. And there we have a row of single crochet. Okay, let's get going with our double crochet. We're going to start, as always, with a slip knot, and we're going to chain 10 so that we have a nice few stitches to work with. Try and keep this chain again as loose as possible so that you've got lots of space in your stitches to be working with. Oh, I haven't been counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, perfect. Okay, so again, we're going to go across the top here into these stitches here, and this time we're going to go into the 3rd stitch from the hook. So 1, 2, 3. Now to double crochet, before we put the hook into our stitch, we need to wrap the wool around the hook. So we're going to put the hook, sorry, no we're not, we're going to put the wool around the hook, and then we are going to go into that 3rd stitch from the hook, wrap the wool over to grab onto it and pull it back through. Now we have 3 stitches on our hook, and this is a double because we're going to do this movement twice. We're going to do yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. So let me show you. We're going to do yarn over and pull that stitch back through 2 stitches. So now we have 2 stitches on our hook. We're going to repeat that. So yarn over and back through 2. There we have a double stitch. Look at that. Okay, let's go again with that. So when we do a double, we go yarn over first, into the next stitch, yarn over to grab our yarn and bring it back out of the stitch. Oh dear, sorry, went a bit wonky there. 3 stitches on the hook. So we're going to do yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And that is why I like the American term double, because we do that twice. Okay, there's 2 doubles there, I'm going to do it one more time. Ta-da! We have got 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and as before you can continue to the end, cut your wool and pull it through to keep your piece. And you can see how once you've finished this you could carry on and make a blanket out of this with double crochets. They look quite nice. It's a little bit gappy but it's fine. So you could do as many chain as you like and then just, oh sorry, you need to go this way, as many chain as you like, turn around and double crochet all the way back. Then you turn your wool and carry on, double crochet all the way along in lines to make a beautiful big blanket. Right, let's make the triple. I have cheated slightly. I've got my chain here ready, so I did my slip knot and then I chained 10. So to make a triple stitch, we are going to go into the 4th stitch from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the little fella there. There, we're going to be going into. But before we do, we need to wrap the wool around the hook twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to then insert hook, yarn over to bring it back out of that stitch. So now I have 4 stitches on my hook, and the pattern is that we do yarn over and through 2 stitches. We're going to repeat that 3 times, which is what makes it the treble. So we do yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. You can see our stitches building there, yarn over, through 2. And look at that big tall stitch there. That is a treble. Should we do that again? So we're going to go over twice before we go into our next stitch there. Oh, look at that, it's a bit tight. Never mind, I've got this. Yarn over and bring that back out of the stitch. That just anchors our stitch down, you can see there. So now we're going to go triple, remember, so we're doing 3 times. We're going to do 2, 2 and 2. So I'm going to do yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2, yarn over, through 2. Look at that. 2 big triple stitches there. Shall we do it one more time? Yarn over twice. Into the stitch. So the next stitch along in your row. Yarn over and pull it out. 4 stitches on the hook, anchored down to the chain. Yarn over, through 2. Oopsie, did it? Oh, sorry, not the camera. Yarn over, through 2, and then yarn over, through 2, and there we have 3 triple stitches.